Hey, welcome back. Ivon Wakefield's YouTube channel where I read from Babe in the Woods. We just finished building a life one log at a time. We are now going to drop this week, Self-Portrait the Second in the 3-book series. I've got something special today. Usually we do the Sink Tale things. I'm kind of bringing the Sink Tales stories down to the gallery. And we've had a tour of the gallery before. But I have these special young artists I want to introduce tonight. We've been working together for almost a year. And they work differently than I do. Like, I work from sketches, I work pretty traditionally. They work from phones, which has taught me an incredible amount. Where I make a palette with paint, they first make a palette on their phone, and then they make the paint on the real palette. So let me just introduce you. We're gonna have a quick tour of these great works. Zane, wanna come in? This is Zane.
Hello.
And I'm gonna just be a proud art teacher for a while, and then Zane's gonna take over. So. When we first started working together, this was Zane's first painting, okay? This is the painting Zane finished last week. We went from here to here in less than a year. We went from free form to this painting was totally gridded with 1-inch grids. She's working on her phone. Show them on your phone there. And this is not just any character. This is a character she made up. She created this character. She created the color scheme. Yes, it's an amazing process. I'm going to have her talk to a little bit about it first. But I'm going to do it quick, just her evolution, and then we're going to, Kyra doesn't want to talk, but we're going to.
I'll explain some.
So this was 1 for Zane, 2, 3.
I believe 4, 5, 6. I have one of them at home.
And now she's gone to.
Then there's that one over there.
And this Seiko, right? Seiko?
Yes, this is Seiko.
This was also one of her characters she created. It's not a character that's just floating out there. She downloads a template and she creates these. Okay, again, she worked from her phone. She made 1-inch grids on here and she religiously copied that onto there.
My children are coming to life.
They are. So, Zane, why don't you just talk about your work a little bit?
Are we going off of backgrounds like these or characters like
whatever you want to start with.
I guess I can go about the characters. So this is Tara, and like I said over there, that is Seiko. These are 2 characters of mine that I have created a story with. This is my Seraphim. So for making them on digital, there's a little app I use. It's my bestest friend in the world. I love this app. It comes up with free bases. I don't got to pay for any of it. Hairstyles or nothing. Just make random characters. Here's another one that hopefully I'll get to paint soon. I haven't shown Devon this. Here's another one.
No, I haven't seen that one. No.
Nope, this one is just recently added. So we all heard of imaginary friends. Well, these are my imaginary family. Each character tells a little story of, I'd say, about my life. Seiko being kind of, I'm like the mother group, the protector of my friends and everything. This, that describes the angel-looking parts of him. And then Tara being the inner child we all love. Well, deep inside, hopefully. But
how do you come up with the color palette?
For color palette, so I actually start with the eyes first, believe it or not. I get the eye color. Most likely, think of, say if you were to meet this person in real life. Okay, we all have a color that describes us. For mine, I'd say it'd be blue. For Kyra, I'd say it'd be like a purplish, if not a red, because that's a color we all mostly see each other wearing. For her, I can mostly see her being in purple. I can see her being kind of like a gentle soul kind of person when she's young, but later when she grows up, she gets out of that color from bright to soon dark.
Well, I also want to mention, we're working in acrylic on canvas, and these aren't just squeezed from the tube colors. These are all specially made up colors. They mix their own color palettes.
Yeah, so I'd say everything from down here to all the way up here is mixed. The purple is slightly mixed. The blue isn't. The green is somewhat mixed. The skin tone somewhat mixed. The hair, I'd say, is a little bit mixed, but other than that.
Well, let's go. I want to introduce you to Kyra. She doesn't want to talk, but I want to show you how we work. She's going to talk for her.
I can help.
We work once, sometimes twice a week over across there in the studio. And they work on the table, even though I bought them expensive easels to work on. They prefer to work on the table.
It's easier to work when it's laying down so you can see every little thing.
Well, and you've got a lot of technical stuff. So Kyra here made these lines by masking, by taping them. And this is what I'm talking about, the color palette. Like Zane on the last one, she made the color palette first on her phone, and then she transferred it onto
the palette itself.
And the interesting thing we're working with here is we bought these pre-framed canvases. So when she's done here, we pull the tape off, and we've got a beautifully framed piece of work. Oh, and can I tell them where they're going to go?
Yeah.
Okay? So one interesting thing is, let's come on, take a long shot over here, is there's this place in Hood River. It's called Safe Space. It's where abused kids go to talk about what's happened to them, and it's a brand new space, and they need artwork. So these girls, these young women, are creating these artworks that will be hung in Safe Space. So it's like this dual fold process. I want to talk quick about Kyra. So Kyra, this was your first painting? This was Kyra's first painting, okay? And then look, here's her second one. Kyra, where did you get the inspiration for these? We don't know. But the quality, I mean, I'm a painter, and so I know quality. The quality of the paint is really good. They put sometimes 3 and 4 different layers of paint on.
So I can actually answer where the inspiration came from. Me and Kyra, occasionally, we team up and we make just random characters, kind of like how mine are with those. This is her version of one of her characters. It's somewhat similar to...
Did you make it on the phone?
Kinda not. So the difference between her art style and my art style is she does people. She can draw people. I would say, what's a good... Games. Good example. May I show them some of your work, my dear? Thank you.
I do want to draw your attention back to this painting. So we also work... I teach traditional skills, and they go wherever they want. So we talked about complementary color schemes. So you notice that the backgrounds on most of these have a complementary background.
Mm-hmm. She's more into the art family area than I am myself. She does like just people in general. I mostly do like backgrounds and stuff. But like her art is amazing.
And then I don't know how you did this one, but this is
the dream catcher cat.
A dream catcher cat, and look at its tail down there. And her most recent finished piece, and kids love this. They've come into my studio when this has been out, and they can all identify with it. It's parts of Pokemon. What's the name of this?
So I believe this is what, your game dream catcher? So we got Pac-Man up here, Mario, Pokemon, Minecraft, Legend of Zelda, and Kingdom Hearts.
And what's funny, because I had some kids over, and I don't know any of this stuff. I know
Pac-Man?
I know Pac-Man, but and I know Pokemon, that's all I know. But kids would come in and they would do the same thing you did. They would point, they say, that's that. So let's just come on over and finish up taking a look at what Kyra's up to here. We do work with, I get them quality materials, not student grade. I mean, that's a little more student grade, but I have them working with good quality paint because it produces good quality work. Good paint brushes. And an interesting thing, because I've taught art on 3 continents to all different kinds of people. These guys know when it's time to clean up, and they know how to clean up. And that's really important as an art teacher. So you guys want to say anything? You want to say anything?
Of course.
She said food.
Okay. Well, I just feel really happy that I'm working with these young women and the quality of the work that they're producing and the end result of where it's going to go.
I can't
So
wait for this one to be done.
say hi, say bye. Oh, and I got to do my,
Bye-bye.
I'm going to do my stay hydrated. We'll see you next week. We're going to be into book 2, Babe in the Woods, Self-Portrait. Bye-bye.